Welcome. This is a tutorial to make the lens only. I found this video in YouTube and it shows how they make these lenses. After they melt the glass for the lens, they take it to a press and they press it to a certain curvature. Now, to find out what this curvature is, I kind of estimated that if the width of the lens is going to be about 58 millimeters, then I placed a circle to match, and that gave me roughly 48 to 50 millimeters radius. Later they take the lens and they give it a specific shape. I believe they call it edging. And in the end, once this is finished, I believe this is the true width of the lens. This is where it has to be 58 millimeters. Then the lens are colored, coating. And then the branding is added using sandblasting and laser, as you can see here. So on the Ray-Ban's webpage, you can find the rest of the information if you wish to complete the rest of the model. Here's everything. You have the bridge, you have the temple size, the colors, etc. Start by setting your scales to millimeters. You can import the front view of a lens you want. Click here. This will allow you to change the cropping size. In this case, I'm going to crop this into a perfect square. Just change these two numbers so they read the same. And then you can apply this to a plane. And when you do the plane, of course, you do that at the same size, 58 by 58 millimeters. And make sure you show the image on the screen here. Now, you can use any lens, but I will use this one. I believe this one is a little bit more accurate. So make a box using the cube method. The box doesn't have to be the same size. We will need quite a few polygons here, so add 12 by 12 by 12 segments to all those 6 sides. And apply Spherify. This will keep the polygons with quads in all the edges. Convert this to a poly, and with the polygon edit mode, select all the polygons in the back and remove them. Then select all the polygons in the front and apply this wonderful make planar on Z. So there we have the Flatlands. Now let's apply the FFD 4x4x4 modifier. And if you open here, select control points, and you can now reshape the lens to match your image in the background. I like this method because it guarantees that all the edges of the lens are going to be smooth, and because the edges are rounded, in some areas you may need to work on individual vertices just to make it fit perfectly. I believe on this side here it's supposed to be straight, so you can fix that later. Now on another plane I place this image, so I could figure out here what the radius of the circle is going to be, and I thought it was going to be roughly 48 millimeters. So let's make sure first that this measures 58 millimeters or so, which is actually maybe not true, could be a little smaller. And you make a circle over like this, and this happens to be very close to 48 or 50 millimeters. So that's what I'm going to use. So I drew an arc here to compare with the lens. So if you take the lens and apply a bend modifier, we'll try to match that curve. So here on the angle, I'm going to try 24, see what happens on X. Looks like it's a little bit too flat. So maybe now we'll try 48 or 50. And that looks very close. So now we need to add another bend modifier on the Y direction. You should use the same number you used on the other bend. Here you may have to change the direction, 90 degrees. And there's the lens. And that's all it is. You can work with the rest of the modeling of sunglasses at your own pace. So here's the source, and here's the lens we made. Add a little bit of some materials, and then you'll have it. Well, thanks for watching.